कानमा आवाज आइरहने यो मन्त्र यस्तो मन्त्र उहाँले दिने र हामीलाई कानमा चाहिँ आवाज गुन्जिने रहने दिनमा कमसे कम 108 मन्त्र चाहिँ हामीले कानमा गुन्जिने चाहिँ पाउँथ्यौँ।
नसिकाए त के धामी हुन्थ्यो त हुनु त अब सिकायो नि यसो मन्तर तन्तर अब धामी हुनुपर्ने रहेछ त अब धामी बनायो मान्छेलाई राम्रो गर्नु नराम्रो कामपट्टि नलाग्नु यस्तै
खास चाहिँ मलाई ज्ञान मन्त्र सिकाएको हुन्। अब सबै किसिमको बिमारी यो जङ्गलको देउता हुन्छ, यो जङ्गलको देउता लाग्छ, कतिको आँखा लट्टिने मुख बाङ्गिने छोप्ने बङबङ लड्छ मिर्गी जस्तो हो यसको ज्ञान दिएको छन् मलाई एउटा बहुतै ठुलो ज्ञान छ यो। र उसको साथमा फेरि प्राय नै अब बिमारी कोही भुँडी खाने बिमारी पेट खाने कसैले बिगारेको भेद हुन्छ खानामा भेद गरेर बोक्सीहरूले बिगारेर दिएको हुन्छन् त्यसलाई निकाल्ने ज्ञान। अब जब जसको पेटमा चाहिँ भेद छ त्यो भेद चाहिँ म उहाँले दिएको ज्ञानले गर्दा म अन्डाले झिक्छु, मासु खाएको छ मासु झिक्छु, आलु खाएको छ आलुबाट झिक्छु, आलु नै निकाल्छु। अब सागसब्जी खाएर त्यसमा भेदेको छन् त्यो सागसब्जी निक्लिन्छ पेटबाट र त्यो जाति गर्ने ज्ञान मलाई दिनुभएको छ।
उनीहरूले एकछिनमै हुन्छ धामी अब त्यो 3 खेप लाउनु पर्ने नि थिएन त्यस्तो पनि 1 घण्टा त्यस्तोमा नि भइसकेको हुन्छ। जलाएपछि त अब उनीहरू हामीलाई यो चिन्ता अब कामी पाच्यो कि आङमा पनि आउँछ।
मैले मनले ख्याल गर्दा चाहिँ मलाई एउटा झार निकाल्ने यो चिजको दबाई हो कानमा आवाज आउने मेरो अगाडि झार आउने मैले देख्दैछु त्यो झार चिन्छु दिनमा एकपल्ट चाहिँ यस्तो जडीबुटी देखाइदिनु।
While we were taking the interviews of the various people that we met, what we found out was like the Banjakri is very much a part of our culture, but as our villages are getting urbanized and we're getting more cities and towns, the story of the Banjakri itself is disappearing. And it's becoming more and more rare to find people who have been taken by Banjakris. In fact, we are lucky to have documented Maili Lama, Rajan Bareli, the 2 people who claim actually to have been taken by the Banjakris. And as far as the story of the Banjakri is concerned, about the abduction, as per what Mr. Mohan L. Rai said, the Banjakri does not take or abduct a child for more than 24 hours. But then talking to Mr. Rajan Bareli, what we found out was like he had been taken for 2 months and 26 days. So there are a lot of questions that still need to be answered, and maybe an in-depth research would answer those questions. But at the moment, we have tried to briefly, in short, whatever little resources that we had, using those little resources, we have tried to put together this little story about the Banjakri.
The shamans initiated by the Banjakri claim to still receive insights and instructions to perform their magical powers on other humans.
Banjakri is a kind of unseen spirit for the normal people. Only the knowledgeable shaman, I mind you, there are a lot of shamans in Nepal. And those experienced shamans, it doesn't matter whether they have been picked up by the shaman, the Banjakri, which is called wild shaman, or non-picked up. The old experienced shaman can have a conversation with the Banjakri. Because we have to call Banjakri in the different names, different purpose, in different manner, and different respects. You know, I have the 4 shamans here. 2 shamans are picked up by the Banjakri several times. And most of the shamans has to have conversations with the Banjakri to receive energy and basically informations, whatever we need.
हजुर अब म जब जस्तो बिमारीमा हेर्नु थाले कति बिमारी निकै सारा हुन्छन् छिप्पिएको हुन्छन् अब उसलाई मैले सक्ने क्षमता भएन भने म मन्दिरमा बसेर धूप जलाएर उहाँलाई म बोलाउँछु। जब मैले उहाँलाई बोलाएपछि उहाँ र मेरो देखादेख हुन्छ। देखादेख भएपछि उहाँले कानमा मलाई दिइहाल्छ जुन चाहिँ मन्त्र पढेर त्यो बिमारी जाति गर्नु छ त्यो मलाई कानमा दिइहाल्नुहुन्छ।
Abductees often show a permanent symbol of their special contact with the Banjakri, either in the form of a physical mark or a physical disability.
त्यो फेरि त्यो थाहा नहुनेहरूलाई कोहीलाई भिडमा छोड्दा लाटा जस्तो हुन्छ। मेरो नि यो Banjakriले लागेर यो बोल यस्तै पो छ त।
उहाँले देवदेवता एउटा छाप छ मेरो यहाँ हुन्छ यहाँ देख्नुहुन्छ टोकेको दाग छ नि यो उहाँकै टोकेको दाग हो जुन चाहिँ देवदेव मैले यही लिएको त्यो जिन्दगीभरि पनि नहटिने यो दाग छाप यो चाहिँ मलाई उहाँले टोकेको हुन्.
In today's modern world, where every statement is expected to be backed by proofs governed by the laws of science, the existence of Banchakri still remains a question. Some even equate it with the mythical figure of the Yeti.
Normally, in general, people doesn't understand what is Banchakri is because they cannot see it. They call also in a remote area, in the villages, they call Shokpa. Shokpa means Banmanche. They call it Yeti. It's all bullshit. There is no Yeti, nothing. Nobody can see the Yeti because that's the Banchakri. Banchakri is not visible for all the normal people. We also shamans. We are shaman, but we also need a time to get the audience. For 1 second, 2 seconds, that's it. But how you can prove that there is a Yeti living in the Himalaya? That's absolutely wrong conception. This is my philosophy, you see. Yes, Yeti, we call Shokpa with Yeti, but it is very difficult to bring this kind of knowledge to the in general people, you see. They don't understand. They think, we are crazy. You see, but we vision this and we make a conversation with the Banchakri and we receive the energy, we receive the instruction, we receive the power, we receive all the Shakti from him. Then it will be used by ourselves whenever it's needed. And we are not crazy to tell all the people Banchakri is like this. We cannot make a figure, we cannot make a fingerprint or footprints and all these things, to cheat people, to lie people, They cannot see our deities, This is our spirit. When we need it, we call. When we call and he comes, he helps us. And he gives us energy to heal people, to use our ability for healing. You can Jarfu or Chinta or anything should be done in Nepal,
The myth of the Banchakri is just one among the many folklores that make the Himalayan culture so much richer and vivid. Stories of this nature not only provide continuity to the culture, but also explain the many age-old phenomena so integral to its people. As these societies move ahead in their quest for modernity, they are losing the very adhesive that binds them together. And one possible reason could be the dying away of the folk tales and lores like the one of the Banchakri. The Banchakri, an explanation for rural abductions, a justification for shamanism, or a mystery.
During the course of our interview, we also found someone who had actually met another person who had been taken by a Banchakri and who claims to have seen the hand of a Banchakri. As we heard, it's not only the foot or the feet that is ulta or reverse, it's also the hand that is ulta. For example, our hands are like this. The Banchakri basically has an ulta set of hands. So that person claims to have had that hand of the Banchakri, and he's also claimed to have seen the person actually perform some magic. Well, we tried, or we would have loved to have that person on film, but unfortunately we couldn't get hold of that person. And we had suggestions of trying to incorporate the shaman actually in a trance. But then what I thought was, like, we have had documentaries made and even books written about the shamanism as such. But till now I haven't heard of anyone trying to do something of this sort on the Banchakri, which as we learned is behind the cult of the shamans. So we limited ourselves to just the story behind what exactly is the Banchakri, how it takes children away and how it trains and all that. And you might question the authenticity of this, of whatever our interviews are talking about, but then it was difficult itself to get hold of these two people, so maybe we just need to believe what they say.